Well, good morning, ladies. Yeah, Brent likes you. I like you. Then there's you. Yeah, wished I got some stuff on your legs. Hasn't gotten any worse. Most of the blue coats wore off, but she's actually going to let us look at it this morning. Sorry, I can't zoom in for you, but yeah. And haven't noticed anybody else yet. Still got to get a little brood on all of them. I told Ty probably should get that back rubber charged up, which that's pain in the ass this time of year. But anyway, and up on my phone, it's calling for some funky stuff. Sounds like, well, it shows rain starting tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, rain. Saturday, probably rain. Then Sunday through next Thursday, I think is as far as it goes. Shows snow. Lows higher than we've had. Highs lower than we've had. Either way, still going to be mid 40s for the high, or low 40s for the high, and 27 to 31 for the low. We will see what we get when we get it. Hopefully Saturday isn't too bad, because that is when, where are they hiding at? I know they're not going to be up here up front. Yeah, that one. And I think that one, because I don't see a tag from here. So the other two of them are together there. Maybe? Yeah, they're actually my buddies. That's when they go bye-bye to their new home. Like normal, they zoom when I can't get the camera up. Once it's up, they stop. Check him probably tomorrow. What we gave him is a multi-day. So you don't got to keep on it every day. And she's just going like crazy for breakfast. Oh, we got a boop and a nothing. He was pretty active yesterday. He was actually getting some good zoomies in, but I was filling grain buckets. There we go. He was making it from up here by Mama to down there at the water and back, then stopping in the middle. Well, I'm going to complain about that one. Keep an eye on her navel. And I don't know, Ty don't think she's milking enough, but we get some bebops. Don't know how she can't be milking enough. What you think, little girl? What you think? Huh? Yeah, good morning. There we go. Now we got zoomies out of her too. Aye, the orb is coming up. Hey, puppies. Ahem, where you going? I didn't say you're going in there. Come here. Come here. Balin, Bandit, come here. Hey, deaf boy. Typical Blue. Anyway, neighbor's got his fire going. Don't blame him. It's chilly. It's currently 22 degrees. And I got to get that hot wire on that gate between the bulls hooked up, and they've been trying to fight under the next gate, so we're going to get a hot wire across there too. Just got to find what we're going to use, and I think I just found it. That white stuff right there, that's that rope wire. That'll work for the one gate. And these guys, Becky was all worried. Do you want me to bring them inside? No, they got to be outside at some point. Where did Ghost go? Ghost is up there, the other side of his pen. He's pretty good about not running too far. Although, last night he got his butt whooped. I let him out to go potty. And then I put him in, then I come out and check cows. He didn't come in. I made it all the way in the barn. Turn the light on, it's up there, which switches right on the pole that's right there. And he was shuffling my grain buckets around over there. He got his butt kicked before he even knew anybody was there, and I was yelling at him the whole time. Oh yeah, here's something Becky noticed yesterday after the sun come up. That's a bird nest sitting there. I'm assuming something knocked it out of the peak up there. It was not there the night before last, but boy did it stick out like a sore thumb with all the frost on it yesterday morning. Anyway, and Becky got fancy lights to put up so that she can have light at her end of the couch too, so I guess I got to do that today. Ty came out to help me with a hot wire. We're going to go take care of that. Becky Blakely playing, the pups are running around somewhere. She just looked over here and grinned. I got me a couple stickers yesterday in the mail. I think I mentioned the other day the credit went to him for me finding this channel and getting the stickers. Rusty Wrench Restorations. He says he buys old tractors, so yeah. Wish I had money to buy old tractors. Of course, he buys them and fixes them up. Came with a nice note. Yeah, he writes like he works on old stuff, right? It says, Ed, thanks for the continued support in getting my YouTube channel started. Well, I wasn't there for the start, but yeah, therefore he gets big time, right? It takes a village. He says, what a great community of like-minded people. Here's to a great 2025. Love your videos, Steve, Rusty Wrench Restorations. So, thank you, Steve. And they are right there. I figure they're not too far from Gary's. It's next to another green one. Next to somebody else that works on stuff. And, yeah, the rest of them are there. Some are still active, some are not. Some are half active, some aren't. You know. Anyway, go check him out if you haven't. And I don't know if... Well, here, I'll do it there. I don't know if that's clear enough that you can click on the QR code and do it or not. I don't do those kinds of things, so, I have no idea. We're not doing what we had planned, but I'm finishing watering. She's trying to make it dusty in here. Part of that bale's kind of dusty. She found a wet spot in it too, so. It's one of the ones we had marked as too wet till it sat outside long enough in the summer, and the time we actually put it in, it was dry enough. But, I'll show you what we had planned here in just a minute. Had somebody borrow that a while back. Had some light oats. It was too light and the cereal plant wouldn't take them. Couldn't anybody else take them. And usually with light oats, light bushel weight, you can run them through a cleaner like this and you get rid of the light stuff. And it'll change the weight. They found out the hard way what we found out a long time ago. Sometimes the groat, the meat inside the oat, isn't filled out. So, they ran some over it. Same bushel weight coming out the end as it was going in. So, they finally brought it back today. And it didn't quite get cleaned up. I mean, it's not too bad, but you can see the stuff down there. If we don't get that out of there, then it makes a mess. That'll start growing and you can't get it out of there without taking everything apart. So we're gonna hook it on the fork on the skid steer, and that's how we clean it out. Pick it up as high as I can and turn it on and run it. Usually take the leaf blower to get the dust out of it. And this is what it's got for a cord. And I got an adapter from that to a 110 plug, because that's what we do, like when we're running. That one is a 110 and that's 220, but that actually has a 110 plug on it to the box. So we got an adapter coming off the plug-in in the barn, and then we run a heavy cord and plug those in. So when it was a mutual friend that came and picked it up, they'd contacted him about cleaning it. He's got a cleaner, but he's been working for a big cleaning outfit for a couple of years and hasn't turned any of his stuff on in that long, and he really didn't want to, go home at night and mess everything up, because everything was already clean and not in use for 2 years. He thought, this thing will do it. He knew we had it, so he came, picked it up for him. So they tried it, didn't work for him. So it wouldn't have mattered if they'd have hauled everything over to his place and he'd have done it there. It wouldn't have mattered. He couldn't have made it any better. So I might have a line on some feed oats, maybe. But Ty and I were looking at what's left in here, and I'm not sure how much of the white is cracked grain and how much of that white might be white mold. Can't feed white mold to the cows in the third trimester of pregnancy, or it will cause abortions. So those of you with feeding hay that has white mold in it, you wonder why you got a cow or two that don't have a calf that were pregnant. Yeah, check your hay. And we do check it. That's why face bales don't go to the cows this time of year. And bottom bales I will check, because sometimes the rodents make a pathway for moisture to get to the bottom of the bale. Oh, anyway, that had the adapter on it. I called the guy that borrowed it. He's the one that brought it back, and I said, hey. He goes, I don't remember seeing one. Let me ask the guy that works for me. And he asked him, and he says, no. He said, well, I don't know, but I'll call the other guy and see if he remembers seeing it. And otherwise he was going to check when he got back to his shop and see if it was there. And he called the guy that picked it up. Oh yeah, that's been in the toolbox of my pickup since the day I picked that up. So it's supposed to rain tomorrow. We're not going to get it cleaned up before then. He was just zooming. There we go. That's right, it's been sitting for a few months anyway. It's been in the dry. That's what we'll do with it, is put it in the dry. And nobody out here doing anything. Another few days anyway with no calves. But Ty says she thinks her navel's looking better. And we already seen him bobbing around. So hopefully we're past that. Time of day. Neighbors over there are burning stuff again because it's really smoky over there. Except this time it's coming out of their chimney, so at least it's not the garbage like they're usually burning. They're trying to stay warm instead. And the geese were right down there, but now they're over there, walking down along the edge of the creek bank down toward the water. Must be thirsty. Anyway, I got me a new trailer over there. I gotta fix the tongue on that. Guy's son-in-law borrowed it. He said he backed into something. Well, no, apparently he doesn't know how to back up. I don't know. I'm not going to judge him. I've watched people back up that should never be driving forward. They did what Becky did with my pickup and the air compressor a few years ago. It went around the right side. Maybe it was the left side. I don't know which side. I mean, looking the way the tongue was. He described it as going around the right side. And looking the way the tongue looks, it went around the left side. I could be wrong. they straightened it up. Of course, when they straightened it up, the one spot they didn't straighten and the other spot cracked out. It's together enough to get it here. So it's here. Let's see if I can't fix it. Hopefully tomorrow. If I get it fixed tomorrow, he can come get it. Otherwise, you won't be able to get it till next week. So, and that's fine too. Not like it's really in my way. So anyway, I'll show you that tomorrow. He was all worried I was going to have to replace the whole tongue and do this and do that. I think, no. I'll cut it off where it's broke. And actually, to see what it looks like when I get it cut off, I may just sleeve where it's broke and put it all back together the way it was and call it good. Yeah, feed these 6 now. And the only thing I got left is fill their water back here. Everything else is done. So, hope you all had a great hump day. Hope everybody has a great Thursday. And as always, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks for watching, everybody. I had to walk past it, I'd show you. Yeah, it went around to the right side of the pickup. Little kink there, and there's where the big one was. So let's see if I got a piece of tubing to just replace from there out. It's kind of hard to fix that kink, but that one I can cut her off and slip a piece in and fix that. Be stronger than it was originally. A little heavier material than he indicated. Looks like 1/8 inch. Probably some bastard metric tube or something, but find something that'll fit. So there. Now I don't have to remember to do that in the morning.